Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Hello and welcome to the inaugural series here on the channel. We are playing Blueprints, which is a pretty unique puzzle game roguelike that I've heard about. Just recently came out. It's actually free on PS Plus right now. And yeah, I decided this would be an awesome first game to start the channel on. I heard a lot of really good things about it. I heard that, you know, it's a super unique experience, and I am very much looking forward to diving into the game. So let's go ahead and see what everything's all about here. Got a nice letter on the table. Let's open this. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could be further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off of the estate, and you may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. Okay, so that's a little different than a roguelike. It's almost like, I don't know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what that's about. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and even I am uncertain of what lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all of my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Okay, so there was a little bit of a cutscene that came before we launched into the game here, and it was kind of going over that we are the heir of this Sinclair guy, And he is leaving this house to us, but only on the condition that we can find the room, the 46th room in his 45-room house. So apparently there is a lost room. Maybe this blueprint will show us where that is. Could it be so easy? Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing R2. Wait, blueprint? And the game is called Blueprints? Ah, okay, I get it. So it's meant to be like a pun. Okay, I get it. Alright, that's pretty clever. I was wondering why the game was called Blueprints. It didn't, I don't know, maybe like the twist was going to be that the Sinclair guy was a king, but that wouldn't make us a prince. We're like his nephew. So I don't know. But now I get it. Now I do get it. Blueprints. Okay, anyway, sorry. Moving on. So, oh, okay. So this is like a big grid. Antechamber. Okay. Entrance hall. So the antechamber looks like it's super far away from us. I guess that's our first goal, is to get to the antechamber somehow. So how big is it? It's 45 squares, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay. So 45 tiles large. I'm guessing the entrance hall and antechamber count as rooms in this house, right? I mean, I suppose. I don't see why they wouldn't, right? So we need to somehow find a room that's hidden between these. I'm guessing since the antechamber is marked on our map, that's where we're supposed to go. Or that's like our main goal. We have this little like footprints or like shoe prints with a 50 next to them. Also, can we go outside? Is that a thing we can do? Well, hold on. I saw this on the table. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one step. Okay, so we'll call them steps. Why not? When you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Okay. So there's 45 rooms. We have 50 steps. If we're efficient, we should be able to get through all of the rooms. We go outside. And, ooh, it cost us a step, though. Oh. Do you think it's worth exploring around here outside? Like, just kind of get it out of the way? Go through this gate? Oops. I'm assuming that I'm, like, doing things in, like, the exact opposite order that you're supposed to. I don't think I'm supposed to come outside. Actually, let's before we get lost, there could, because that looks like that could lead somewhere that could be like an invisible wall though, but there also was like a little down path. Yeah, before we get lost, let's get the mechanics of the game. But we know that there's an outside to explore. Oh, and it costs us another step. All right, so we're down 2 steps. Whatever, it's fine. Let's take a look in the room. Oh, also, by the way, I was told that this game is pretty complicated and that we will probably want to take notes. So I have this little like notepad thing. It's just a notepad on my computer. You can see I can type. So I'll bring this up every now and then when we use the notes. But for now, let's just go ahead and hide. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. Let's go ahead and hide the notepad, not the game. And we will continue on. All right, so let's really like explore. I have a feeling like the little details are really going to matter. So there's... You know, this all seems like pretty basic stuff. I don't want to look like too deep into things, but they're like little birds. Those are pretty cute. A coat rack. It's a pretty nice entrance hall. Some busts. Let's actually go take a look at those. And there's some paintings on the walls too. I'm assuming this is Sinclair, or maybe like an ancestor of his or something. Yeah, this looks like a different guy. So maybe multiple generations lived in this house. Some nice flowers. Big grandfather clock. What did this painting have? Like a... It's lovely, but it doesn't look like it's going to give us any clues. I don't know. But also, these were the 2 big paintings that I saw that really just kind of seem out of place to me, right? Like, don't they just seem a little weird? Queen of Diamonds being held by somebody. And then the Ace of Spades. So the Queen of Diamonds and the Ace of Spades. You know what? Let's use our notes. This is why I have the notepad. Queen of Diamonds Is Queen of Diamonds and Ace of Spades. I'm gonna put a question mark because I don't know what that means. And I'm also just going to write which room we find it in. So we're gonna say the entrance hall. Just so we like have a good idea of what we're doing. Alright, let's go ahead and hide that again. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick a door. What button did I hit a button and it opened the blueprints. I was trying to run and it opened. Oh, that's not what I did. Okay, but this is cool. Directory. Oh, so all the rooms have numbers. Ooh, okay. Wait, so the antechamber is room 45 and the entrance hall, wait, the entrance hall was room 2? That seems a little, why wouldn't it be room 1? That's the first room you come in. Okay, room 46. Oh, they all have different, like, things we can read too. That's cool. The mysterious room mentioned in H.S. Sinclair's will, named only by a number. Despite the house's official blueprint only showed, oh my goodness. Despite the house's official blueprint only showing a total of 45 rooms, the words of the legal document make it apparent that a 46th room in the house in fact exists. Finding this room is your primary objective while on the estate. It is, after all, your bequest. Okay. That's cute. I like that. What is this? So bedrooms, hallways, green rooms, shops, and bread rooms. Are these gonna be like, assuming they're gonna be like categories of rooms, but that, how many? 1, 2, 4, 8 per? 8 times 5, that's not 45 total rooms. Okay, whatever. I guess we'll figure out the directory. So what? L1 doesn't do anything. L2 doesn't do anything. Was it R2? Oh, it was R2. Okay, so R2 is our blueprint. So we're here in the entrance hall. I guess the rooms can spawn in any of the doors. There's call it a day button, so I guess we can end the day early. Okay. Oh, what is this? Can I click on that? Oh, steps. Oh, they are called steps. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 step. Yeah, okay. Let's, just for thoroughness' sake, let's go ahead and read, like, the descriptions of the entrance hall and stuff, just to make sure there's no clues or anything in here. Entrance hall. Past the steps and beyond the grand doors, admission to Mount Holly is granted by way of a dark and garish lobby, suitably called the entrance hall. From here, each guest's adventure begins. However, the 3 doors that proceed onward do not always lead to the same adjoining rooms. Okay, so that's just pretty much the premise of the game. The antechamber. From its root meaning the room before, all signs and paths point toward the antechamber. This mysterious sealed room, resting on the 9th rank, may prove, however, quite an initial challenge to even reach, let alone enter. Still, you can't help but draw a connection between this chamber and room 46. Okay, so this is like a pretty big clue, in my opinion. Or, I don't know if I would call it a big clue, but I'm just going to write must find antechamber and figure out how to unlock it. That seems important. They kind of like, they make mention that it's sealed and, oh, you can't even see it. Sorry, I was reading it again. But they make mention that it needs to be sealed and unlocked, so we'll do that, and then connection to 46. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and click that. Now, let's go ahead and pick a door. Which door do we want to go through? Let's go to the left. Go through the left door. Select a room to draft. Bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 steps. Closet. 2 items. Hallway. Doesn't have any description. But they do have different doors, it looks like. So it looks like bedroom has 2 doors. I'm assuming we'd be going through 1 door, so it would have an extra door outwards, and then the hallway would have 2 more that we can do. Closet wouldn't have any, so this would be like a dead end, essentially. Alright, is there anything else on this screen? Blueprint map in the bottom corner. Okay. Oh, cool. So it changes. So we can. Oh, that's awesome. So we can see what the room will look like when we place it. So like the bedroom looks like it'll have a way upwards. The closet obviously won't. Let's do the hallway, I guess. And I'm assuming once we build the hallway, well, this is a cool room. So once we build the hallway, I'm assuming we'll have it now in our directory, right? It just was just there. One of the many nondescript hallways snaking through the estate and providing elegant causeways between the more noteworthy destinations that the house has to offer. Okay, and it gives us like a rarity, so I'm assuming, yeah, it says hallway is pretty common. Okay. So what room number is this? It's not, so is it oh. Wait, so like the bedroom? Like if I were to do the bedroom, would that be not a numbered room? That's curious. So there's a lot more rooms than can fit on this tile thing. Like we can fill out the whole board and not see all the rooms. Okay. That makes things a little bit more interesting. All right. Paintings. Hands folded, or not folded, but hands up in prayer. I'm assuming those are like prayer beads. Okay. A crowbar. What the hell does that mean? The prayer beads and a crowbar. Do we write this in our notes? I mean, it's a pretty common thing. Oh, I don't want to go through the door. It'll count as a step. It's a pretty common, like, I mean, queen of, like, their pictures. Should we be writing down what the pictures are? That's pretty curious. I'm sorry if this could just be like random set dressing and none of this actually matters. I'm going to write this down just because I said I was going to be thorough with my notes. I don't want to miss anything. So, prayer bead, and a crowbar. And what room is this? Oh, this is just the hallway. Okay, so we found that in the hallway. Prayer beads and crowbar in the hallway. Righty. Which door? I guess we can keep going straight. Let's keep going straight. Ooh, what's this? Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Okay. Go ahead and write that down as well. Doors in the west wing are more likely. Okay. We write that we found this in the hallway? I guess so. Hallway. Alright. Through the door. Entry, looks like you get, well, I don't know what that means. It's +4, like little gold coins. Parlor, a little puzzle piece. And guest bedroom, +10. Oh, wait, so we would get steps if we put this room down? Kind of want to, the bedroom sounds good, but I don't want to like block off our path. Let's see what the puzzle piece is about. Okay, this is a cool room. I'm just kind of scared that I'm gonna get jump scared or something. Like, I don't think this is a horror game. Don't mean to put that in your minds if you're a viewer and you have no idea about this game, but it just feels like we're gonna get jump scared. This is definitely Sinclair, I think. It would be crazy if it wasn't. But what's it? Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of the evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of colors. You had pressed me to write the particulars of the game when I found the time, And I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. Okay, so this must be the rules of whatever game they're talking about. So there will always be at least one There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other two are always empty. Okay, so to me, this seems like a pretty straightforward game. So one of the boxes will tell the truth, one of the boxes will lie, and we have to pick which one is. I guess we don't have to pick the true one. It just says one of the boxes will have a prize. All right, let's see. We grab this? Oh, we can. Rather curious wind-up key. Okay. Hey, look, there's the outside. Cool. Any more pictures? That flan? Looks like flan, doesn't it? Flan and like dunes? Sand dune? We write this down? Like, this is so random. Am I wrong for thinking that this is random? Like, who has pictures of these things? Like, hang on their wall. Like, this is fine. This just looks like set dressing. But these are like drawings that are like hanging in a room. I don't know, maybe they're like an artist. All right, whatever. I'm not gonna write everything. If they all have 2 paintings, I'm just gonna fill up my notes with a bunch of paintings, drawings, or whatever the hell. All right, nothing looks super out of place here. Nothing looks like a big clue. Can we open these? Okay. Let's talk about the boxes. So there's a blue box, a white box, and a black box. What is this? This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. Okay. 2 boxes in this room are empty. That's just true according to the rules. So this has to be this has to be a true box or the true box. I don't know if there can be 2 true boxes, right? It says, what does it say? Let me go back and. Oh, it says at least one box displays only true statements and at least one box displays only false statements, which means the other 3rd box could be true or false. Okay, that makes it even more confusing. This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. 2 boxes in this room are empty. Okay, this is just true. So we know that this is one of the true boxes. There are 3 boxes in this room. Okay, so this is true. This is true, which means this has to be false. This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. Okay, so then it must be in this one. Okay, I'm assuming this is our prize. I don't know what those are. Gems, little diamonds or whatever. But we open the box. Okay. There we have it. All right. Let's open our map here. Bedroom, spare room, guest bedroom. Oh, I didn't read the thing for the parlor. I need to do that. I guess let's do we want to do the spare room so we continue to go up towards the antechamber? Or I want to do the bedroom because it gives us these 2 steps. Bedroom looks more interesting. Let's do the bedroom. Another one of those stupid paintings or drawings or whatever. Another one. I think every room has these. I'm just going to assume every room has these like drawings. Okay. So bedroom. Oh yeah, let me read. So a familiar room they may have slept in at some prior visit in the past. Like most bedrooms of the estate, these quarters offer you a little rest and recreation during your long days exploring the surrounding rooms. Okay. Let's find the parlor. Oh, there it is. Parlor. This cozy lounge furnished with couches and armchairs serves as the perfect social setting for receptions and after parties. Consequently, this was one of the most popular rooms for entertaining, and the late H.S. Sinclair was known to supply a myriad of parlor games to encourage his guests to think and conversate. Okay. It's just kind of like a puzzle room. I'm guessing since they made like a whole big deal out of the whole boxes thing, that the parlor, like if we were to do another day and we got the parlor room again, then do the puzzle again. Wonder if it would be a different puzzle or just greetings from Reddington. Wait, this kind of looks like the picture of the town at the entrance hall, doesn't it? Kind of. Oh well. I don't know if this means anything. Reddington, should we remember that? Greetings from Reddington. Maybe it's just another postcard. I don't know. Let's try to keep Reddington in our mind. I'm not gonna write it down. I know I said I wanted to take a bunch of notes, but then I just didn't take. Alright. So this is a picture of a woman. Don't know who the woman is. Looks kind of like an old picture. Damaged on the side, maybe? Or like, almost like there's a piece of tape on it. And there's a necklace. It's like a moon, like a half moon necklace. Can I turn it or rotate it or do anything with it? I was thinking like maybe there's a key on the backside or something. Alright. Okay, so what the hell is what are these pictures? So this is just like a plane, like a biplane? Sleep. Cool in here. Oh, no. Like I can interact with it. Come on, I don't think I can interact with it. What is this? Silk sleep mask. The first time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, gain 5 steps. Okay. Cool. Well, we got that. And then this is a blueprint. Oh, wait, this is the house. This is like a blueprint of the house. Wait, this is this E? What the hell does the E mean? E. This is the bedroom. And there's an E. There are E in bedroom. Okay. Well, I don't know if that means something, but let's try to remember that there's an E in this room. I don't really know what that means. Okay. Anyway, let's continue on. Sorry, I'm sorry I'm taking a lot of time. I'm just trying to really make sure I don't miss anything. And this game's super interesting. I'm really excited to continue. All right, so this is awkward. There's nothing I can do that gives me a new path. So what do I want to do? We can get 15 extra steps if I do the guest bedroom. I have that sleep mask. We can do the bathroom, whatever this is, lavatory. Or we can see whatever this key thing is. We want to try the key and try to get more resources. I feel like resources are good. There's another one of these paintings, dude. Or I'm telling you, mark my words right here, right now. I don't know what any of this means, but this is weird. If I'm wrong, then I have to ask the developer why there are just random drawings in your room. Like these are not like paintings. These are not like the town landscape thing we saw in the entrance hall is a painting that you would hang on a wall. Who just hangs like drawings of random things? Like these are just stars. Like a spiral staircase. Like what does that mean? What does any of this mean? Well, that's a chess piece. It's a rook. Grab the rook. Okay. Key. All right, so we got a key. I can guess what a key does. Unlocks things, but I don't know. I don't think I have anything to unlock right now. Lamp. As you continue your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scratch paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you'll not regret having by your side on your journey. So, Look here, we got this. I don't know, maybe I'll have like a piece of paper next to me for a drawing, or I could go like really terrible, and so you can see everything I'm doing. I can open like Microsoft Paint or something if I need to make a drawing. Alright, I think we explored everything in this room. So, unfortunately, this door just leads us back to the hallway, and if we turn left, back in the entrance hall. So this is what I'm saying. So look at the difference between these. Like, these just feel like they're meant to be like that. And then this is like a painting. I wouldn't think anything of this. I still don't think anything of this. I mean, it does kind of like look like that Reddington place that's on the card, but I don't know if that means anything. Maybe they just like Reddington. But these feel like completely different than this. All right, I'm going to drop it. I'm thinking way too much about it. I'm just going to quite literally ignore those paintings or the drawings, whatever they are. All right. Spare room, closet, corridor. Corridor is always left unlocked. Okay. Well, so maybe that means that, like, things, like, doors can be locked? I don't know what else that would mean. Unless there's something in there that's, like, always unlocked. I don't know. Well, let's save that, I guess, for later, then. Wait, what did my notes say? There's rooms... Hold on. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. West wing. Okay, so we're heading to the east, so we don't really need... Let's do the spare room, I guess. Because we still can connect to other rooms. Boring room. Grab this. Oh, nothing. 8. Hey, this is the first room that doesn't have anything on the walls. There's no paintings or pictures or anything. Guessing this is like somebody is like designing the room and they just haven't finished it. It almost looks like it's drawn, doesn't it? With a pencil, like somebody just came in here and started drawing on the walls. But I think that's just the graphic style of the game. I'm overthinking it. Let's just go. Oh, wait, we can read about... Okay, well... Whoa. Music room, that looks cool. One major key and one minor key. Oh, get it? Because it's music. Does that mean it's just two keys in that room, or are they actually different keys? The nursery. So, oh man, all of the... Oh wait, no, the music room... Oh no, it doesn't... Oh, it does have a door. Yeah, so maybe we should do the music room. We do the music room? Wait, what is this underneath? Gem requirement. Oh, so the gems give us, like, better rooms, I guess. So this, what, the nursery requires 1 gem. This requires 2 gems, I'm assuming. Well, we have 2 gems. We might as well spend them. Yeah, let's do the music room. First things first, let me read about spare room. Unfurnished, unfinished, and otherwise unremarkable empty room. If there had at some point been plans for the spare room, it would have seen those designs. Oh, sorry. If there had at some point been plans for the spare room, it would seem those designs are now long forgotten. Okay. Go to the music. This is a cool room. Well, here we are again with these stupid pictures, man. A deer? I think that's a deer, right? Or like an elk? A dog tag, or like a piece of... I don't know, what does 10 have to do? 10? Okay, let's read about the music room. All recital hall, providing an ideal setup for musical performance and accompanists. How do you say that? Accompanists? It is not uncommon for at least a few recitals and performances to be held in this intimate setting each year. With rarity is unusual. I think that's the first time we've seen an unusual room. That's cool. Got lucky. Where do I get the keys from? Keys for me? Oh, you do have a key. Oh, no. Denoted in verse? This is the music. I don't remember what the name of the symbol is called. Is that going to be important? It's not a clef, right? Oh, I think it has a weird name. I can't remember what the name of it is, but there's a key. I've definitely seen it. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. Please tell me we don't have to play the music. I don't know. I can't read music. Find here within the first word sung. Oh, the key you seek in major tongue, but half the sheets are missing from the four you hold, the rest far flung. Okay. A half note held is quite the pun. Oh, a half note, because we have half the notes. A half note held is quite the pun. Among this scattered symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys, in bold words sung by you and me, a fractured note, an urgent plea, in bold words sung. I do repeat. Wait, I know words was there is bold. First words. The ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due and all the rage that will ensue while working on this simple clue. Ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due and all the rage that will ensue while working on this simple clue. So that to me sounds like we need to team up with somebody. Which, does that mean like in game, or is this like ARG territory where we need to go search the internet for something? Before I do that, let's continue, because I see the word on is bolded. So we have first words on. Oh, but we're missing pages. So we're only going to have half the message. Okay. So the white pages lined with melodies do hide the words we've come to seek. And from our choice among all these, we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. Line. Do hide the words we've come to seek. And from our choice among all these, write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. So it sounds like this is just a repeat of it saying to the bold words. Because to me, this means like you write down one word from each page, right? Unless I'm thinking about this wrong. So I guess let's take out our notes, and we're actually going to write this down. So I guess I'm just going to make a note to myself that we need to find 4 more pages of music. Help decipher. Oh no, no why. To help decipher a clue. Okay. Bold words. First words on. Okay. We have 4. We need 4 more. Okay. So I guess we'll come back to this later. That's cool. That was a fun little puzzle that we got introduced to. I'm assuming we can solve later once we find. What is this? Not a key card. Electronically powered security door. Okay. Wait, so was that the major key it was talking about? That's so cool that they said major minor key. I love that. So I'm guessing that means that there's going to be like electric door that we have to hit. Now we have a key, so hopefully we can find some. All right. Here we are again with it. We do pantry just because it gives us another room. You really want to give us the lavatory and the closet. Let's do pantry. I don't have any more gems, so I can't spend on a gem room. Plus 2 steps. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the 5 bananas, 5 orange. Does that mean that across the house there's going to be 5, 5, and 5? Maybe. And it did give us some steps when we picked it up. Okay, well, let's pick up these coins. Now we have 4 coins. I don't know what the coins do. Ready to spend them. Coffee. That's not how you spell coffee. Missing an E. What the hell is that? R and a coal miner. Okay. You don't power. Oh no, yeah. I was gonna say you don't. Yeah, you definitely don't power cars via coal. I don't know if they ever did, but maybe you don't. Certainly don't do it now. Maybe trains. That would make sense. Let's go through this door. Or room. Oh, passageway. Oh, I don't have the gems. Okay, so we can't do passageway. Yes, I'm assuming. Okay. Chapel. If you enter, you lose 1 gold. I just got my gold. Or storeroom. We do storeroom, but then I wouldn't. I'd only have the 1 door remaining. I'd only have the entrance. Top door. We risk it? Get like a bunch of supplies, or do you do this check? It looks like even with the chapel, you don't really get like where to get at it. You only get 1 of the 2. Let's do the storeroom, and maybe we'll live to regret it. Oh, hey, look, he's smiling. I think he's smiling, or maybe that's a sad face. I think that's his nose. He doesn't have a mouth. Maybe fat though. Yeah. That was a different. Okay, I was gonna say maybe they give you different amounts, but no. They'll give us. All right, so we have 3 keys now. Anything else in it? Bathtub. Oh. Okay. There's a pawn. Wait, that's a common connection between rooms. Chess pieces. Well, I mean, at least between this room and the nook or whatever. Right, it was in the nook. Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna be. There was that one room. Yeah, this room, the nook. Had the rook in it. Rook and nook. Pawn and storage room. Yeah, close. All right, maybe we keep chess pieces in mind. All right, back to the entrance hall. And every time we go through one of these doors, it costs a step. That sucks. Are we screwed? We're screwed. Okay. Well, that sucks. All right. Good to know for next time. I can't. Oh, I do have a gem. So maybe we want to do one of these rooms so we can check them out, or check it out, I guess. +1 diamond star thing for each time you enter the observatory. You have to bedroom, gain 5 steps. Doesn't really help us. Let's do the observatory. Like a more interesting room. Oh, it's cool. Okay, so now we have that little diamond thing. Star, whatever it is. Another chess piece, dude. Time it's a rook. We've seen a pawn. We've seen... Oh, wait. A rook. This is a knight. I don't know why I said a rook. Thinking of the other room. We've seen the knight. We've seen the rook and the pawn. I don't know if that means anything. I remember seeing the rook first, and I thought it was cute, and I wanted it. Fixed stars. Stargazer's companion to constellation. Wit. Preface. This book contains a complete starbase, list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. Okay. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. Okay, North Star, +1 gold. Twins. New trunks have been added to the entrance hall. Okay. Slice. So this one was 1, this is 2, that one's 3. Next one gonna be 4, then 5, and then 6. Slice +3 steps. Yep, 4. Okay. Diamondus Minor +1 gem. 5. The Southern Cross. With 4 doors are more common. Okay. Ooh, they skipped 6. 5 to 7. Farmer's Apple. Apples are extra delicious today. 8. Flavis the Key. +1 key. Oh, and then they skipped to 11, so they skipped 9 and 10 entirely. Maybe there's like a missing page or something. Diamondus Major +5 gems. Wow, that's really good. Draxus the Dead. Dead end rooms are more common today. That one. 15 now. The sale. Everything is 50% off today. I'll get it. The sale. Get it? I haven't been able to buy anything, so I don't know what that's necessarily used for. And then Florealis, like Borealis. Borealis, Bloom of the Sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Does that mean like they have like weed or something? What does that mean? Oh, okay, and I can't go any farther. So so it looks like 20 is the max? Or I don't know, maybe not. Because there are missing numbers. Like this goes from 15 to 20. I thought maybe there might be pages missing, but maybe that's just how it is. All right. Let's continue on. So this thing is cool. Over here. Bridge or something. Message. Torn up. That's just drawing. It looks like she's like an undead bride almost. That's not what it's supposed to be. I'm sorry, but that's what it looks like. So, by the way, if you're watching this, I am kind of like playing and uploading them almost same day is kind of my plan. So, I don't know. I think it's a cool idea to kind of include viewers in sort of the gaming. If you have any, I guess I don't want anything spoiled, so maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But either way, if you see something Or like if I missed an like an obvious clue or something, or like you make a connection in your mind. It was like amazing. Maybe we should try to get it over to there. But anyway, if you see something, drop a comment. Try not to spoil anything for the rest of the viewers. We don't want people who haven't played this game to be spoiled. I don't want to be spoiled. I'm really excited for this. Okay. So so this turns it away. Okay. Hit it again. Sick. Ooh, we can. Okay. Can't do anything. North Star. Wait, this was in the book. Gain 1 gold. This was in the book, right? Yeah, North Star, plus 1 gold. Okay, so I guess it doesn't really matter for us right now. But so that looks very similar to the thing that I've collected, 1 star thing. So does that mean the next time we come to the observatory, because it said you get 1 every time you draft the room, does that mean the next time we come to the observatory it will give us a second one? So then maybe that correlates to how many were on the page, because there was 1 for 2, right? I guess we can experiment with it next time. The twins. So maybe next time we'll get the twins and then it just keeps going up. That would be cool. I guess we'll have to find out. All right. Let's go ahead. Ooh, we can spin the globe. Spin, 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 spin. We spin everything else. This. We can spin this one too. Nice. Okay. Anyway. So we kind of trapped ourselves in the house. There's no other doors we can open. And here's the main hall. Ooh, but what we can do is we can go exploring outside. Might as well do that now that we've kind of locked ourselves in the house. Tried that gate over there, didn't work. Guess let's go down this. Assuming this is, you're not going to be able to get through that gate. Probably be like an invisible wall, but go down this path. Okay. So it's like a door. It has like tracks. Saw a picture of a minecart, didn't we? Wonder if that has something to do with this. Okay. Interesting. What's making all that noise? A waterfall over there. All right. That looks creepy. Oh, that was like a thing on there. Okay. Like this. Oh. Like, I'm so terrified of getting jump scared here. I don't see anything. There's nothing I can do in here. It's dark. I can't see anything. Light this. Let me do them or something, or maybe they don't light. I don't. I'm done with this place. Hold on, let me go to controls real quick. There, controls. Menu. Stroll. Stroll do L2. Off toggle. Played with it. Everything else, I think. Oh, it's like sprint. Oh, cool. And you can even toggle it. Like, just tap it. It'll toggle sprint. Hold it. Let go. It'll. Oh, that's cool. Kind of a cool mechanic. Sprint mechanic. Alright. Go through this. Oh, we can go through it. I really expected it to just, like, body block. Visible Wallace. Is there, like, a town we can go explore or something? You know what this door reminds me of? I don't know why. This hit me in the face right now. This reminds me of The Witness. Like, right in the early game of The Witness, there's, like, a big door that... Or not a big door. I mean, it's like a small little door that you can find in the side of a rock that you can't get access to. That's exactly what that just reminded me of. I felt like I was playing The Witness for... Down there. Go through this gate. Can't even click on this. I could click on the other gate. Can't click on. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm jumpy, I guess. I don't know why. I thought that was an enemy. Like almost like a stop. Like somebody's been here. There's no fire. I wonder if there are people who live in the house. The rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you're not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You call it a day. At any time from the blueprint menu, return to the campsite for the night. Okay, so this is our campsite. I was like, ooh, where is the person who has this site? Really gaslit myself into that one. I want to check out this door. Saw it when I saw the stump. Enemy stump. This looks like an entrance to like a mine, doesn't it? It has like this. It's built into the rock, right? It's like kind of jutted out, and it has the security or like the caution look to it. That looks like a mine. All right. Oh yeah, there was another thing over here. There was like a fence or something. Yeah, fence. Apple trees. Oh, can I just grab a bunch of apples? I mean, it wouldn't really help me. Oh, oh there's a lock. Ooh. Okay. 9999. Nope. 0000. Maybe they just keep it on the combination note. All right. Well, let's put in our notes. That's something worth noting. Is that we need there's a 4-digit lock outside. A 4-digit lock outside leads to. Okay. Yep. That. What did I see? Shed or something over there. Oh, wood is blocking our way. Too bad we can't, physically move items, or else we'd be able to walk back there. bad we can't just jump the fence, right? You know, too bad we can't just like squeeze our little body in there, or, you know, like, we're pretty tall. The fence is pretty short. Yeah, you could just clamber on over the fence. This is weird. Like, what is this? There's something coming out of the ground. But what? It's like almost like there's no way that can be healthy for the trees. But I eat apple covered in like soot. I guess that's it. I didn't really see anywhere else we can navigate. I guess we're by our campfire. Might as well call it a day, right? You can't get through the gate. All right, how long have we been recording? We're just a little over an hour. Is there any directories or like rooms that I missed reading about? The storeroom, I think, maybe? Dedicated storage space filled end with a surplus of chairs, carpets, paintings, and a handful of other things that had at one time been in vogue and on display elsewhere in the house. Okay. That's cool, that's cool. And then, what else did we read the pantry? Well-stocked pantry is always the true test of a large estate, keeping Mount Holly's wide gamut of ingredients and supply stock has always been one of the primary priorities of the house staff. I haven't seen a single staff member or any presence of a staff member yet. So, but there was an apple in the pantry. Oh, maybe the observatory we haven't read. Housing an impressively large telescope, Mount Holly's observatory is a window to the world above and beyond the clouds and sky. Through its mirrored lens, even a novice stargazer will be able to distinctly appreciate the wonder, signs, and constellations that punctuate the tapestry of... Okay. Well, looks pretty cool. So far, this game is really intriguing. I don't know what any of the stuff means, but there seems to be common themes like those weird drawings on the walls and like the chess pieces. Don't know, maybe like that mine shaft and the mine cart painting have some kind of something to do with each other. I'm not sure. But I think we're going to leave the first episode here. I really hope that you've enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and part 2 should be out very, very shortly. If you're watching this video on release, it should be out the next day. If you're watching this video pretty much any day after release, part 2 should already be up. So I will see you on over there.